In the summer of 2008, I happened across just another garage sale in a leafy North London suburb. It seemed much like any other garage sale, until I noticed the glint of a small cage flicker from under a desk. I can't say why I was drawn to it, but once I had opened its side door, my eyes immediately alighted on a tiny document, so small I could barely read its title. I could decipher only the word Edward in scrawled handwriting. This was no ordinary discovery. It soon transpired that the document I held in my hand would transform contemporary literature in both the human and the rodent worlds. I had discovered the diary of Edward the hamster. It is an extraordinary work, profound meditations on the nature of captivity and the soul, interlaced with stark reflections on the grinding banalities of everyday living, illuminate its tiny pages. Edward unpicks the very fabric of tedium and forces us to question the drive that leads any of us to first take inky straw to paper. His short life is here set down in its entirety, yet his voice will surely echo through centuries to come. If you should take the time to read this intense but intimate journal, you may come to realize that Edward is not just a hamster. He is a state of mind. Wednesday, April 30th. It's my anniversary and no one seems to have noticed. 6 months today. 6 months since they bought me from Sniffle's pet shop. Saturday, May 3rd. I've decided not to use the wheel again. Sunday, May 4th. I've decided to use the wheel, but only at night, when they're sleeping. I'll scratch and claw and rattle the cage just to annoy them, to show them I will not do tricks, that if I do anything, it is for me, not for them. The smaller one came for me today and tried to pick me up, but I ran and hid in the hay. She soon stopped. Monday, May 5th. Why exist? Wednesday, May 7th. 2 of them came today, dragged me out of my cage and put me in some kind of improvised maze made out of books and old toilet paper rolls. A labyrinth with no escape. They were treating it like a game, laughing and squealing as I desperately scrambled from blind alley to blind alley. But I knew it was no game. They're trying to crush my will, to grind me down. They can take my freedom, but they will never take my soul. My name is Edward, and I am a hamster. Thursday, May 8th. The vet came today. He touched me. Apparently, I'm a woman. Friday, May 9th. Not a woman. I have checked. Saturday, May 10th. Here I have everything I need. There is no reason to be unhappy. Wednesday, May 14th. Reflections on a wheel. It goes around. It has no purpose. It squeaks. I shall use it no longer. Friday, May 16th. Used the wheel. 8 seeds. Drank water. Saturday, May 17th. Today I drank my water first and then ate the seeds. Sunday, June 1st. Wheel, seeds, water, wheel, seeds, water. Is there nothing else? Now I take my stand, for my own rights, and for all those who suffer under the yoke of tyranny, a strike against the cruel hands of my brutal overlords. Know that from now on I shall take no food or water until freedom or death. 2:33 p.m. 2 minutes into hunger strike. I am strong and determined. 2:36 p.m. 5 minutes now. Beginning to feel weak. 2:41 p.m. The seeds. They are taunting me. 2:45 p.m. I have lost a gram. Maybe more. 2:47 p.m. That is enough sacrifice for one day. What use is a dead hamster to the resistance? So I've eaten 50 seeds and drunk my fill of water. 2:48 p.m. Poisoned! Poisoned! Death stares me in the eye. 4:00 p.m. Recovering from mild indigestion. It has been a long day. Friday, August 1st. Today the cat approached. I thought it meant me harm at first. It is so very large, and it took me some time to pluck up the courage to speak. But when I did so, he drew closer, as if curious to hear. "My name is Edward. I am a hamster," I shouted. "Are you familiar with my species?" It made no response. Excepting a dim purr, I could make out no words. Perhaps he was shy. If that were so, I was anxious to set him at ease, so I sought a common bond. "Do you have a wheel?" I asked. Again the faint purr. My patience is small. Perhaps foolishly, I then abandoned tact. "I see you sometimes, curled up on the windowsill for hours and hours. Tell me, are you drugged?" No words again, though the low purr now broke into a distinct meow. Gathering confidence, I elected to speak plainly. "I believe in freedom, you see, for all furry animals, large or small. I know that we are of different species, but you and I, we are part of a system, and that system must be broken." A kernel of an idea began to form in my mind. If we came together, we could throw off the shackles of our oppression. I as the head and you as the fist. Nothing could stand in our way. The idea was so beautiful that I stood shivering under the weight of its simple power for a few short moments. The cat uttered another meow, and peering into its round gray eyes, I realized the truth. He is just a dumb and senseless brute. He is allowed to roam free, for the bars are locked firmly on his mind. Monday, August 4th. They came for me today. I thought for a moment they would set me free. Deluded fool. They placed me on the ground, but something was wrong. I was at once in the world and separated from it by some manner of force field. An invisible ball, providing only an illusion of freedom I have craved for so long. Why do they taunt me so? Wednesday, August 20th. The ball again. This time I was ready. As before, I was whisked from my cage and violently thrust inside. My heart pounded, yet I remained as still as a rock and watched until their attention had drifted. Then I sprang for the open door, straining with every muscle, every fiber of my being, moving faster and faster until I built up an unstoppable momentum toward that long corridor of light that opened and yawned before me. and I drew closer and closer. A foot suddenly blocked my path and pushed me away from freedom. I fell back, a defeated and broken hamster. They are playful in their cruelty. Wednesday, September 3rd. Why write? Life is a cage of empty words. Wednesday, September 10th. 8 months old today. Oh, the things I've seen. The wheel, the tray, the ball, the wheel. No, I forget. Thursday, September 11th. I must fight this lethargy. My pen grows heavy. The seed box beckons. The hay. Saturday, September 20th. They opened the cage door today and left it open for 5-10 minutes. I stared at the open space, cowering under the hay, wanting to go, but terrified of leaving. Why didn't I escape? Isn't that all I want? Freedom? The freedom to make my own way, to... Something is moving. I can see it now. Perhaps it's the wind? No. There is no wind here. At last. A comrade! A hamster also, I think. He appears tired. He sleeps now. I am feverish with excitement. Sunday, September 21st. And still he sleeps. I can barely contain myself in anticipation of a true intellectual dialogue. Oh, how I craved this moment. I wonder what he is. A thinker, perhaps? A philosopher? Or perhaps a maker of things, whose very craft has led him to contemplate truth, life, and the nature of our captivity. Perhaps he has found a compromise. He seems content. I will rest a while to gather myself for our first meeting. Monday, September 22nd. He is awake. Tried to engage him in conversation for a moment, but he seemed groggy. Understandable after such a long sleep. Now he eats in the corner. He makes quite a noise. Tuesday, September 23rd. He uses the wheel. He has yet to show any interest in me. Perhaps he needs to stimulate himself with exercise. Wednesday, September 24th. He is still on the wheel, beginning to sense that he is toying with me. Thursday, September 25th. He eats again. When will he dispense of this infernal charade? I will confront him at first light. Friday, September 26th. He says his name is Wolf, although he is not a wolf. He is a hamster. I tried to goad him into debate on the nature of our captivity, on the emptiness of life and our irrational will to live. He burped, laughed, and defecated in the food tray. He is either mad or profoundly stupid. I am crushed. He sleeps again. Perhaps I shall do the same. It is my only option. Sunday, September 28th. His vacuous enthusiasm for life is driving me to distraction. On he bustles, now eating, now sleeping. To what end? What is his legacy? What might others learn from him? I must sleep. He takes to the wheel again. Monday, September 29th. That infernal noise is driving me insane. 4 hours of this. Pointless scrabbling and squeaking. Round and round it goes. Still, if I'm not sleeping, then neither are those who keep me here in this cage. Where are they? In bed, curled up in a ball, head under a pillow, watching something on television, perhaps? Or maybe they're sitting, eyes reddened, staring at the cold, empty pages of a diary like mine, scribbling across it, line after line after line of anguished, meaningless rubbish, all to the deafening squeaking and scrabbling of that bastard wheel. Tuesday, September 30th. It wouldn't take much to kill him, would it? I don't think I have the strength to wring his neck in cold blood. All that work on the wheel has made him physically stronger than someone more reflective like me. And yet, perhaps I could use his cherished wheel against him. I'll loosen the screws so that next time, tomorrow when he's awake, he'll climb up and come crashing down, crushed beneath the weight of that monstrous circle of death. He'll squeal for help, and I will watch him writhe. And then perhaps I'll be able to sleep. Wednesday, October 1st. He sleeps. Loosened screws. Thursday, October 2nd. My plan is no closer to fruition. He gets up, eats, rests again. And still the wheel sits undisturbed. He knows something. How is he able to gobble so much for so long and make so much noise? 25 hours and no sleep. Delirious. The cage bars bend themselves into long rows of shiny teeth. They chatter, part, close, and part. I hear a voice, but I can discern no words. It is not a voice, but a gnashing, gargling sound. My God, it's him. He's choking. Watched him struggle for a last shallow breath. Poor wretch. I felt a twinge of pity. Saturday, October 4th. Strange day. They were quite excited when they found him. The larger one put his hand in the cage and removed the body, while the others made particular squealing noises, as if they were actually enjoying it, though I couldn't be sure. They let me be, anyhow. Funny. I feel all the more alone now. Not that Wolf offered any meaningful conversation, only that I would enjoy some stimulating company. I shouldn't weaken myself with any vain hopes, however. I know that I am destined to live and die alone. Wednesday, October 15th. Death is the final cage. None shall escape. Sunday, October 19th. I write. But what do words amount to? A few scratches on a bald white surface. I have lost the urge to record. Nothing is of any consequence. Tuesday, October 21st. Something has arrived. I think it's another hamster. I will not raise my hopes this time. Wednesday, October 22nd. It is a she. She approaches now. Her name is Camilla. Thursday, October 23rd. At last! Dialogue! She terms herself an artist. She makes compositions to reflect her thoughts and feelings. Her medium is hay. In her words, what she makes today, she may destroy tomorrow. Such is the ephemeral nature of being. I struggle to disagree. Friday, October 24th. Read Camilla extracts from this diary. She wept, but said nothing. Saturday, October 25th. Made love. Sunday, October 26th. Stole a glance at Camilla's journal while she slept. Here is what I read. Wasting away in a miserable cage at the back of another pet shop. One day I caught my reflection in a water bowl and I thought, Camilla, why give up? Do something. Make something. Anything to keep this dreadful loneliness from consuming you alive. Since then, I have devoted every spare waking moment to my compositions, to continuously recreating myself through work. For even though we are trapped behind these terrible bars, our minds, our souls are free as art, which is limitless. Is this love? Monday, October 27th. Our connection transcends language. I am complete. I watch her fall asleep. She has warned me she grows restless at night. I look forward to her stirrings. Tuesday, October 28th. Awoken by a terrible snap and crash. The wheel is askew. Beneath it lies Camilla. Her body is cold. Wednesday, October 29th. They fixed the wheel today. I've decided never to use it again. It stands as a monument to my beloved. Saturday, November 1st. Unbearable emptiness. Cannot write. Without love, there is no hope. Sunday, November 2nd. Terrible pain. I know that I am lucky to have spent only a few short hours with Camilla. She may be gone, but she has left me the greatest gift any hamster could receive. Truth. Thursday, November 6th. An answer to my prayers. The cage door is ajar. Today I journey into the vast unknown. Camilla's star will guide me. I must reinvent myself and start afresh. I leave this diary behind. Friday, November 7th. I have returned. Is this cage of my own making? Monday, November 10th. What is real? I eat, but I cannot taste. I think, but I do not feel. I write, but I do not understand. My dreams are vivid. Life less so. A blurred hand snakes into my cage. It is a venomous, sneaky thing, the instrument of my suffering. I shall take no more of this. I shall strike against it. I shall bite. The blood draws easily. A piercing scream. I am thrown to the cage floor. There I lie still. I do not know what fate awaits me, though I am sure it shall bring an end. Tuesday, November 11th. The cage moves. I am cast into darkness. When the light returns, it is different and colder. The walls around shine white and sterile. Gloved hands pry about the cage. A masked face hovers above. It is like the sun. My name is Edward, and I am a hamster. I may pass into shadow, though this diary carries a part of me into eternal light.